I'm going to go through red words with you, okay? So you're going to need some things from your rice box. You're going to need and I don't know if I put every single thing in, but you should have a few of these things. Red crayon, pencil. If you have a red pen, go for it. Marker. This bumpy board that was inside of your rice box. You can use a sheet of paper or an index card if you've got one. The index cards were on your supply list, okay? All right, so first thing I'm going to show you is your new red word for this week. Oh, hold on. All right, got it. All right, this is your new red word for the week. I want you to write it down. I used a red marker. You should be able or need to use a red marker as well, okay? So I want you to write the word that you see here. All right? All right, obviously pause the video if you need to in certain situations so that you can do the activity, okay? All right, this is our red word. It's around. Red words are words that we don't have a good way of sounding them out, pounding or finger tapping them. They're just words we're going to have to learn. Some people call them sight words. They're pretty much what sight words are. All right, around. This is a weird thing. If you've never been with me, you're going to turn your card to face you like this. You're going to stretch out your arm and you're going to do, this is a weird arm motion. It's going to be called loading and tapping out the word on your arm. I'll demonstrate it first. So I've got my card, holding it out in front of me. Around. A-R-O-U-N-D. Around. That's how you tap it. You load the word around. You tap the letters A-R-O-U-N-D around. Okay? We do everything 3 times each in red words, okay? So I want you to load and arm tap your word 3 times like I did. Around. A-R-O-U-N-D. Around. Around. A-R-O-U-N-D. Around. Around. A-R-O-U-N-D. Around. All right? Second thing we're going to do is, hold up. Hold on. My bad. I'm going to make sure I'm doing it all the way that you did in 4th grade. Okay. We loaded. Now we're going to grab our bumpy board. If you ever don't have it, this should be in your rice box. If you ever don't have it, just put it on a surface that's not even. If you don't have anything like this, which y'all should, it's in your rice box. You need to be able to use concrete, anything. This is the box that y'all got. This is the stuff that you're going to be using. All right, you're going to take your crayon, red crayon, and you're going to trace over your card that you made while spelling the word and underlining, okay? So let me show you. A-R-O-U-N-D, around. A-R-O-U-N-D, around. A-R-O-U-N-D, around. Okay? That's 3 times. So we're going to finger trace. No, we're going to skywrite. And whenever you skywrite, you're going to make your motions big. There's a ton of science behind it, but it is a multi-sensory practice. I don't know the logistics of it, but I know that scientifically they've developed this program so that your small motor muscles that you use to write little things with and your big motor muscles that you use to make big arm movements are combined, and we're switching sides of the hemispheres of the brain, and for some reason it assists in learning how to decode words, okay? So skywrite. A-R-O-U-N-D, around. You do it 3 times. A-R-O-U-N-D, around. A-R-O-U-N-D, around. All right, now that you've got it, we're going to use our red crayon again, and you're going to need lined paper, okay? If you bought a composition notebook that was on our list, that's what you'll use that for, okay? If you don't have it, lined paper, all right? Now I've got my card with me, right next to it, and I'm going to write around 3 times again with my crayon. A-R-O-U-N-D, around. I say everything the whole time, so I say the word the entire time out loud as well. A-R-O-U-N-D, around. A-R-O-U-N-D, around. All right? Next, I am going to write it with a red pencil underneath. Whoops. Oh, well, pretend it's a red pencil. A-R-O-U-N-D, around. A-R-O-U-N-D, around. A-R-O-U-N-D, around. All right? Now I'm going to flip over my page, flip over my word, and I am going to do it from memory. A-R-O-U-N-D, around. A-R-O-U-N-D, around. A-R-O-U-N-D, around. Okay? Now you're going to make sure that it's correct. I double check what I did to test myself. Then, now I'm going to flip it back. I always flip it back. I'm going to dictate 2 sentences to you using our red word around, and we're going to write them, okay? I'll say it twice, you pound it out, and then write it down, all right? Look around for my watch. Look around for my watch. Pound. Number 2. Is it time to sweep around the porch? Is it time to sweep around the porch? Pound. Making sure you're pausing in between. All right, you are going to read the sentences aloud as I point to them. Ready? Go. All right, that is your red word practice. You're going to keep your red words if you've got them on index cards like I suggest together. I would suggest paper clipping them or putting them in a card box if you've got one. If you don't, just keep them together. Sometimes a plastic bag works just as well. You're going to be doing syllabication with me next. Awesome job.